What is going on YouTube? Kronos here and welcome back to another video. Now, a bit strange, right? Usually we do these sort of reaction videos on stream, but decided that I would do things a bit different this time. Just a quick little reminder, guys. If you enjoy this type of content, toss it a like. I'd much appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new here. I cover primarily PSO2 content, but I'm going to try to keep this short because we have quite a bit to go through and I don't know how much or how long this is going to take. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this. So a small little side bit. I was given this information from a fantastic viewer who actually shot me over a message. I'm not going to name them by name because I haven't gotten their permission to shout them out in the video, but you know who you are. I appreciate you. And if they decide that they want to be mentioned in the video itself, I will go ahead and post something either in the comments that'll be pinned or I'll add it to the description. So keep an eye out there just in case. But much like my Twitch channel, we are friendly to lurkers. So that's one thing you're going to get in these reactions, by the way, is I'm not gonna edit out my slips of the tongue. I'm giving you guys just like straight up my raw reactions to things. That's what Twitch chat gets all the time, so I figured you guys would enjoy it here too. And normally I do this on stream, but Twitch chat tends to kind of mix me a little bit and I might miss some things here and there. So I thought, you know what, let's try doing this off stream, doing it a bit separately, and you know, you guys can kind of see my process as I watch something. It's actually something I've seen another content creator that I follow by the name of AfroSendru, who is fantastic. I'm sure you guys have probably heard of the guy. He's awesome. But a bit of like inspiration towards moving towards that type of content. He's done content for a very, very long time. And it's part of the reason why I got into doing YouTube content. So hopefully we can kind of, you know, use a little bit of reaction energy and check this out. So what this is supposed to be is essentially the new urgent quest. So if you don't want any spoilers of that, by all means, click off the video now. You're more than welcome to just toss it a like. You don't have to watch all the way through. You've already watched in long enough to help out. So you're good to go there. But it's supposed to be that. And then there's also an article from 4Gamer, something we've covered beforehand as far as reactions go. So we're going to check both of these out. Links will be in the video description. And if for any reason this is not okay or something gets, you know, hey, you shouldn't have this up, take it down, this video might just poof. Just be aware. These are usually pretty loud. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. I'm not sure how loud it is for you guys, but it is crazy loud for me. I'm going to try not to, we'll actually do this in, now we'll full screen it. Let's make sure that this is also nice. Yeah, there we go. So I'm going to try not to pause too often, but let's get a good idea on what we see so far. We're looking at a hunter. He's level 57. Looks like he's accompanied by what I can see is, I think that's a force. That looks like a ranger. I can't tell who's in the very back there. Maybe a Tector. Nah, maybe two forces actually. Your weapons look the same. So it looks like there's, oh, this might be the field actually thing first. Yeah, this is the field thing first. I think I got mixed. Yeah, so this is the 32-man field race that they're actually releasing. Super, super cool. And the whole volume thing may not be an issue. I can actually edit that all in post. So looks like there's these things you want to gather and then go through rings. He might have already gone through one ring. I think I missed that at the start. But the goal apparently is to gather these little orbs and then go through 3 rings, I believe they said. How can we tell? Yeah, he's already gone through 2 rings. I guess you want to get as many or get the most you possibly can. And then be the first to go through the rings with the most. And I'm assuming they just tally it up at the end to see who had the lowest time with the most of these orange orbs. Looks like there's not any specific pattern or a route that you have to go, so you can kind of figure it out on your own. And the interesting thing is I can see minerals in the world as well as like enemies in the world. So I wonder if they're ever going to get into a situation where, yeah, there's a goal. He collected 17. But I wonder if there's ever going to be a situation where they, ooh, there's a speed boost. Nice. Wait, is there any sort of reward here? Hang on. We can see new record. We can see how fast he went through. So I guess number of points. Okay, so it's number of the little orange orbs that you get plus how fast you go through. Yeah, because that's his time. And then you get your number of points, and I guess highest points wins. This is a 2 out of 4. What's that? 2 out of 4 probably completed, I'm guessing. Maybe one person completed really, really fast and 2 people haven't. I'm sure anyone who can actually read Japanese like just sees it at the bottom. I wonder if these rooms are separated. It looks like they're not, right? Like there's enemies out in the world. So these races, maybe they're initiated. He still has the interview, or not the interview, but the, what I'm looking for, the UI thing in the top right-hand corner of the actual race. That probably is going to stay until it goes away. You can also see an urgent quest in the top right-hand corner of the map. So not sure what's going on with that. Okay, so then after everyone's cleared, you get a final notification. See, he got, it looks like, second place because someone got more points than him. I'm assuming, again, it's a combination of how fast plus how many of those you gather. I don't know if it teleported them or not. Okay, this might be the urgent. Yeah, okay, this is the urgent quest. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it said this was the urgent quest. I love how this is faced like, or this is shaped like an arrow. It's kind of funny. Okay, let's see if we can. That's definitely a force. We know that for certain. We see. Oh, you know what? We might be able to see the cooldown on Hunter Physique short charge if you took it. Okay, so here's the hoverboard thing. So I was a little concerned about this beforehand. This doesn't look insanely fast. It seems a little slow, where it's only a bit faster than sprinting at the moment, which I guess it's faster, right? So which is important. Wait, can you, is there collision? That's also really short to get there. Yeah, it's a really short race over there. I mean, this is like the first time they've done this, so I wasn't expecting anything crazy with the, what is it, with the arena itself, because this is just like, you know, the first big boss of this this patch, and usually the first big boss is a very simple arena. Oh, he's got, okay, so you throw bombs back at him. Have they thrown all of them? I think they threw all of them. It looks like, hey, there's a bouncer actually. Were they rod jet boots bouncer, or were they just a bouncer in general? Okay, giant laser sweep. Nothing crazy there. Can you use it? Oh, he's not using it. You could use your, oh, that does quite a bit of damage. I love the animation for the throw. Okay, that's actually dope. So, and it does quite a bit of damage too. You can pick up more than one, it seems, of these icicles, because it looks like it has a number count on them. I would really like it if he were to press his Hunter Physique, so I can see. Oh, I guess it's like, oh, because it was frozen, so it blew himself up. Oh, that's cool. I mean, like, it's a little sad that, oh, he has the overcharge. So yeah, he's got to have Hunter Physique. Wait, does he have the overcharge? Actually, now I'm looking at it, it looks like it's the regular charge. Okay. Procced his weakness. That's pretty dope. I'm like keeping an eye on everything that I can right now, trying to see if there's anything else I'd miss. Damage seems whatever. It's damage is damage. Did he just... He's phasing in and out of existence on his charges. That's weird. So yeah, this is... So in case anyone's curious, like the equivalent of this boss fight is basically like fighting Didal Axe and Redum at the moment. So, okay, is that all we get of this? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. Not too bad. I'm not a huge fan of how small that arena is. It's a little... Not arena, but the run up to it. It feels kind of like, hey, we wanted you to try this because it's new here. But like it's a small like run, like there's no turns or twists or anything like that. There's one jump and it's literally right there, and it looks like, is there like collision with characters here? It looks like there is. Yeah, it doesn't really seem to do too much. So this is very much a, hey, look, this is here now, you should totally check it out. I feel like the trials in the overworld will be a little bit more interesting just because it's the overworld, but like as far as this boss goes, like this just isn't really all that much. So hopefully there's better courses, but I kind of expected this to be a very basic thing at the very start, to be honest, just because it was the first time that, you know, we're getting it in an urgent quest. But let's go through the actual 4Gamer article and see what we've got. I'm not going to read the translated because this is Google Translate translations, so it is very much probably broken, but I will kind of like just skim through a bit of it. It talks about the chapter 3, level 60. Yep, rarity 6 weapons will be added. We knew about that. The battle in the section, emergency quest of yeah, Crocodellus Viera subjugation battle, and the new content, the field race, is what they were showing off. It looks like there is like, okay, this time I played in the Bergana ruins in the battle section. A runaway Hobank appears. All right, can I play this video? Actually, I don't know what either of these say. And this is all one thing. So I'm gonna try it and see what happens. Okay. All right, so yeah, we got something. It looks like we're watching a forest at the moment. Oh, so this is like in the open world. That's okay. That speed boost makes it look way faster as far as movement's concerned. Okay, this looks a lot. I'm much happier with what I'm seeing right now. This looks a lot better if it's just in the open world. During that urgent quest, it did not do the hoverboard any favors whatsoever. I kind of feel bad about showing that off first now, because if anyone only watches the beginning of this video, that's all they're gonna see. Okay. I mean, the jump's cool, whatever. It looks like there's a timer on the hoverboard. Like, yeah, it kind of functions as like a vehicle or a special piece of equipment where you've only got so long to use it. This would be really cool for like zones where we're farming certain enemies. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, level 51 enemies here. But we're farming, you know, enemies in battle zones or field zones or whatever, and we need to get from place to place. Yeah, look, there's another one right there. So using the hoverboard to get from place to place is actually kind of sick. Okay, I ran out and then it went away. I see anything on Forces hotbar? It looks like nothing new. It's not from what I can see. So they're just showing off the region, it looks like. I'm not sure how long this video is. It's 6 minutes. Okay, so maybe this is going to be a little bit of a longer video. But, I don't know, it looks kind of cool. I can't really tell anything particular about this other than we can see some of the enemies. It looks like a lot of the enemies have, of course, like little hold pieces on them. Oh, you can, okay. It looks like you can go between zones. Yeah, the hoverboard will allow you to go between zones. I wonder if that'll also go into battle zones. It also does some pretty decent damage. Wait, they're in a battle zone. This is 4 out of 8, right? Yeah, so they're definitely in a battle zone. They're not in a field zone. These hoverboards are not just specific to field zones. They'll be in battle zones as well, which is awesome for farming because you don't have to worry about, you know, sprinting all over the place. You can use the hoverboard to get from place to place, which seems to be slightly faster than sprinting. Wait, did that run out or did they use something to get rid of it? They got rid of it, so it had 5 seconds left. That's just the animation for getting rid of it. Okay, now we're just standing here. Is there anything else? Do we have anything else going on? Oh, looking at the sky, okay. We're still standing here, and we're still standing here, and you got shot. Okay, we're doing things now. It's good to know that even the people that are playtesting this know for a fact. Oh, short charge. Okay, hold on. That looks like Photon Flare short charge. It's good to know that even they feel like Zonde's. Oh, they ruined it. Oh, if he would have just stayed off of it, we could have seen what the actual cooldown was, and I would have been able to let you guys know how good short charge is going to be, at least for Phantom Flare. Damn. Hopefully, like... no, we still wouldn't be able to tell, right? Because if the cooldown... If it still goes on cooldown... Also, hold on. These tricks are kind of sick. But, wait, can you go up the thing? Can you go up? Yeah, try go up the thing. Try to go up the thing. Come on. Dude, I'm actually, like, so sad. Sometimes when people playtest this stuff. Because they, like, just don't... They don't do the cool stuff that you'd want them to do. But, what I was saying beforehand was I was kind of hoping that he would let the actual Photon Flare end. Because we could actually see what the cooldown is like, right? And know about it ahead of time. Hoverboard's doing some pretty good damage. Did they just PSE burst twice? Hold on a second. PSE burst. And it just... Okay, it just said it a second time. I was going to say, that was really fast. That's absolutely insane. What? Okay, well... Hoverboard looks sick, but, Oh, wait, hold on. We can see the cooldown on Shoton. Oh, hold on a second. Does Photon Flare normally last 15 seconds? Maybe I'm, like, crazy? Let's see. Okay, jumps off it and it's immediately a 30-second cooldown. So either... I'm gonna have to double check, but either Photon Flare normally is... Oh, you know how we can find out? Hold on. We can actually see if the cooldowns pause while he's on the hoverboard, right? Because it was 30 seconds, right? Okay. All right, well, you know, I don't need to see all this. What does that say? Is that 122 seconds? Okay, so we can pop back to when he started jumping on the hoverboard really quick. I'm gonna jump back afterwards, don't worry. But I'm curious to see, right? So he pops Photon Flare. Pops that. And he jumps on it at, was that 5 seconds left on its timer? 22. So those of you guys who have the cooldowns pop, actually, you know what? I can probably check myself. Okay, so it took me a second to find it. So it looks like Photon Flare's current cooldown is actually 180 seconds, and its duration is 30 seconds. That means if Photon Flare's cooldown is 30 seconds, but its duration is 15 seconds, that's insane. I think its cooldown's actually going to be, and I'll explain in just a second. I think its cooldown is actually going to be 100 seconds, not 100 seconds, but 60 seconds. And the reason for that is because of PP conversion. PP conversion is 180 seconds for its cooldown. And something I noticed is when they jumped off of the hoverboard, so if we pop back over here, we can jump ahead a little bit. They're gonna jump off the hoverboard in a second here. Come on, don't make me a liar. Come on, don't make me a liar. We can see that the cooldown is 122 seconds. We know that PP Convert's cooldown is normally 180 seconds, so we can assume that cooldowns are continuing to go on in the background. Now, I don't know if it immediately cuts it and then starts the cooldown timer, or if it plays all the way to the end and then starts the cooldown timer afterwards. But we can assume, right, that it's definitely not, you know, holding your cooldown and starting it when you jump off the hoverboard, meaning cooldown timers are still ticking, or this would be 180 seconds still. Now, the fact that it's 122, all that means is that we know for a fact at least 50 seconds passed since its cooldown timer started. We can go back in the video, and I'm not going to do all that right now, but we can see what's important in the situation itself. There's a few other things I'm noticing. What's this? Right here. What is that little icon? I don't remember seeing that anywhere in game at the moment, so that's interesting. But we also can tell, like I said beforehand, that this short charge is more than likely going to be about 60 seconds, which would mean half the cooldown, half the duration, which I think is a better use overall. It may be, you know, it may be different. Maybe it's 50 seconds, so it's even better. But this seems like a fantastic change. And again, I still want to see what the heck this is all about. Like, what does this mean? What does that icon do? What is it doing? What does it mean? And it's gone now. Hold on. It was there a moment ago. Is that how you can tell if you have a... No. Hold on. What changed from here to here? Why did it go away? What changed from here to here? I'm trying to see if I can tell. We're going to stop rewinding in just a second. Is it just me, or are there text? No, okay, so that's not it. Well, no, it's going up pretty fast. You know, I think what it is it's the cooldown before you can get another free charge from timing a cast of your tech. I think that's what it might be, because yeah, look, see, it's going back up again. And now that he's got it again, and they see they got a little thing that popped up around them. And I believe if he charges a tech and then like casts the right time, you get like your elemental bullets for free. I don't remember this being in the game. It might have already been in the game and I just didn't notice it because I don't really play Force like that. I leveled it and that's about it. Like, you don't level Force and pay that much attention if you're not a Force main. You just cast Zonde. And funny enough, this person is just casting Zonde. If they hesitate on their cast a little bit, there's like a purple thing that'll pop up on their character. Oh, well, they're on the hoverboard again. I mean, they're using the new thing, so it's understandable. But I think that's what that's supposed to mean. If so, that's cool. I'm not sure if that's been in the game since the very start. You guys can let me know in the comments. I don't think there's really much else to dissect here as far as information goes, right? Just gonna ride the hoverboard a bunch. But we can also see the new helper that you get as well. This person's really bad at this hoverboard at the moment. They're having a tough time. Oh, and we also get Crocodilus is here. Nice. Yeah, so it's kind of, it takes away from the luster of actually fighting Crocodilus in its own urgent quest, because like these monsters just spawn out in the open world as well. It's not like even a bigger version of it. It's like the same size version, which is a little weird in my opinion, but That's just a difference in design, and is what I figured that actually is. I feel like Urgent Quest monsters shouldn't just be out in the world, but you know, each their own. At least to a specific, like something as big as like the Urgent Quest itself, like being the whole fight against that one big boss. I feel like having that boss spawn in the open world kind of takes away from fighting it. Kind of the same feeling I had when I saw Next. Oh, hang on. Let's see if we can see anything interesting here. Doesn't look like we... okay, no, we're not. We're good. Literally nothing interesting here. They are plus 50 weapons, so we know that's still a thing. Weapon is still plus 50. Oh, for half a second we could see the main class and subclass. Hold on. They're a Techer Force, it looks like. Okay. All right. I mean, with 40k AC, that'd be nice to have. And 5k SG. Yeah, this is a test build for sure. All right, so we clicked on this, I think. Let's click on this. No, we clicked on the right one. Click on the left one. Okay, so this was just where we watched it, right? All right, that's all that meant. Okay. So you can see floating board stuff. Again, this little icon that's here. See, two-step jump, wall kick, and updraft afterwards cannot be used. Okay, so we can't use updrafts for the hoverboard. Do we actually have an answer to that? I guess that's what they were trying to show off. They just did a really bad job of showing it off, in my opinion. Trials, stealing dolls, transportation supplies. Yeah, so this is what I figure where this is going to be somewhat interesting, because you're out in the field. Standards cannot be destroyed by normal attacks, PAs, or techniques. You have to use the hoverboard. Okay. And then it shows off. Okay, cool. This shows off this afterwards. It's like another 4 minutes. Jesus. I feel like this video is going to be so long of just looking at these things. Was that like a game command that someone just typed out? Oh wait, is that a special box? Is that a gold box? Or is that like a different box? Oh, it's a special box that can't be hit because there's ice over it. How do you break it? Fire doesn't break it either, it looks like. Is this like, you can't hit these with like regular attacks or techniques, you need to hit it with the hoverboard? I think that's what that's supposed to mean. We're gonna skip ahead a little bit so we're not like just watching this person display the same thing over and over again. Because we just read about it, right? They're gonna try to attack it? Yeah, they're running and trying to attack it. Get a hoverboard. So basically it's a trial that you have to use the hoverboard and you have to chase after it. Okay, it's a 2-man zone. I was like, how big are these zones? It looks like it was a battle zone for a second, but it's a 2-man zone. Okay, so you don't actually see any of these until you... Okay. Huh. That makes sense why the ramps are where they are, because you can't actually go up there yourself. The floating board, it's going to be funny to say this, but seems a little floaty. I mean, of course, it's a floating board. And you can break those, of course, when you have the hoverboard. Okay. I'm going to switch between hoverboard and floating board all the time, because I know it's officially called the floating board, but like my brain says hoverboard. And I know this seems a little bit floaty or whatever, but one thing I have noticed about when I look at, you know, footage from someone else playing is when they're trying to show off stuff, they play very awkwardly. So it isn't always conducive of like how it actually plays. Oh wait, did this have a timer on it? I didn't even notice. Oh, it did, but it was much longer than normal and they just jumped off of it for some strange reason. No, wait, hold on, what? How is that timer 40 something seconds? Do you get more time when you go through the boosts? That timer said like 47 seconds and then they jumped off the hoverboard. You guys, keep an eye on that timer if you're watching. I'm curious. Yeah, it reset. It reset right there. They reset when they went through the orange circle. Yes, it does. Okay. So you do not need to jump off the hoverboard at all. It just resets the timer every time you go through one of the boost circles. It also seems like it's very easy to get ahead of this thing accidentally. And the times you can attack it seem very specific. He's pressing X, but I'm not sure why. Like, what are you trying to do? With a trick button? It also seems like you have your own boost with Y. You jumped off again for some reason. Again, trying to show off that you can't attack it, I'm assuming. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Seem pretty terrible at trying to hit this thing. It also doesn't seem easy to be able to hit either. You gotta hit the crates, basically. You have to fall behind and hit these crates. But if you get too far ahead too fast, it's a problem. It seems hard to hit, but again, one of those situations where like it's the person. There we go. Wait, did they press a button and it just did it? Or did it just attack when he was close? Okay, so you have to hit the ones that are actually showing that they're open to be hit. You can't hit whichever ones you want. You gotta go in order, it looks like. Kind of silly, but it's fine. Yeah, I'm guessing X is what does that in the trick. And yeah, the fact you can get ahead of this thing is a little bit weird, but I can also understand like how you wouldn't really be able to deal, or how you wouldn't be able to like balance that out, because people are going to be going at different speeds based on getting boosts and stuff like that. Yeah, they're not getting it. Okay, they got the last one. Here we go. Okay, he runs off. And you get a bunch of drops. It looks like a bunch of 3 stars and some capsules. Was it all capsules? Okay, didn't look any weapons or anything like that, so interesting. And what else do we have? Throwing attacked actions. And of course, this is Crocodilus. Or Crocodilus. And I think this shows the same thing that we just watched, right? Oh, just from the perspective of the force instead. Did they run down? They sprinted down the whole way. They didn't even take the hoverboard. Wait, did they start sliding? Oh, they just dashed. Okay, so you can walk in no matter what. So I guess you can sprint down, and it looks, actually, I'm curious now. Let's look at their sprint speed versus the hoverboard. Yeah, it's very obviously faster. They are a large margin ahead of her. Okay, that's good. I mean, it doesn't look like it's faster because it's so big, but like, still. Also, this run took them longer to finish. Oh, they show more of the quest. I think they show it all the way to the end. Okay. Just so we have something to look forward to, I'm not going to show that off. And I think this is the same thing with the race. So it looks like this article had basically video footage of everything. And that one video was just like one portion of it. So we probably should have gone through the 4Gamer article when we did this. Is this showing how you set it up? Yeah, it looks like, okay, so you have to go out in the field. They're not in a party. I guess it's just people who decide to come up to this thing to participate. There's probably like a certain amount of time. Yeah, you can actually see. So it shows 4 out of 32. There's a little thing here that probably is proposed instant or proposed start of it. And I imagine anyone who's not a part of this can't actually see the platforms and everything. You just probably see people running all over the place and you're like, what the heck? I think it may have brought them to a different instance. It's possible, but you can't really tell based on what you're seeing. Cause it's, I mean, it's obvious they chose, there are certain situations where you can see things versus not seeing them. And we saw this already, like we know how this works out, so. And that's about it actually. So a lot of really cool stuff here, guys. Let me know if you guys enjoy this type of video. I will definitely be doing more of this in the future if this is something that's popular as far as, you know, the channel goes, or we can go back to doing these on stream. Either way, tons of fantastic footage, tons of great information. I'm super happy. And again, shout out to the individual who decided to send me this information. You are fantastic. Thank you so much. If you guys like the video, like the video. If you want to keep up with more, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Peace out.